true.
And like, honestly, I think a lot of times like the problems we have as modern women is because we've never been humbled in our life. And I think to God, I have brothers that bullied me. I had a brother that called me ugly half of my childhood. Thank God. I might think I was a 10 right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, I genuinely feel like a lot of times, like the best therapy you can get is like talking to men about your problems because they'll actually be real with you. But they can't be men that want to sleep with you. That's bad. They can't want to sleep with you. Yeah. But like, I don't know. So sometimes I think therapy is like a lack of father figures in the home, and it's like a replacement or a strong like masculine man. Yes. This is, don't hate me in the comments.
That's consistent with all the people I know that went to therapy, actually.
My dad's an active figure in my life, and he's still in my life, and I live with him. And he was actually the first person to tell me, do you like stray dogs? In terms of men. So you know how your dad was just like, do you like torture?
Yeah.
It made me stop, and I was just like, okay. But when it comes to different types of therapy, sometimes a whole family doesn't know how to deal with loss.
Yeah.
So then who do you talk to? And that's the reason why I'm like, with certain things and certain types of therapy, I'm for it.
I agree.
I'm not against therapy. It's just like there's a lot of crazies in it.
I think one of these things that I learned throughout my time was that if something's free, you're the product. And so you say, oh, the therapy is free, so what's the gain? Where could be like the gain? But I always learn if something's free, you're the product, which means somewhere, somehow, someone is going to benefit from you having therapy. Whether you see it as a positive and then you share it to your friends who then go, okay, I should go through therapy and then go through it.
But that's like the NHS.
No, we're paying for that.
Yeah, we're
for our
definitely
taxes.
paying.
But the therapy is from also the NHS as well.
Like I said, if something's free, you're the product. Like, you are paying. One way or another, the loophole is that you're paying.
So from what I've understood from this discussion today, healing is like a cliche.
No, healing, it's okay. Healing. Go ahead.
Can I just summarize?
Yeah, go
Healing is a cliche. If people say that they're on a journey, it's like, oh my God, red flag. I feel like everyone has had that. I've not heard anyone not even sit on the fence. I've not heard anyone say, okay, I hear this, but there are people that I know who have benefited from therapy, or there are people that I know who have they're healing and I've seen a difference in them, or there are women who may be very like, I don't know, like very like opinionated or alpha or this, but they also have the ability to be feminine. I've not really heard like everyone's been so like, this is their opinion.
Why are you looking for that though?
Pardon?
Why are you looking
it would
for the
be nice to have like a bit of range in, because I feel like everyone's kind of saying the same thing almost.
I think just as a functioning adult, we can ensue that there are exceptions. Like just, yeah.
But if no adults, one's saying them, then...
But no, I don't think we have to say there are exceptions. Like I can say, men have these masculine traits, women have these feminine traits, and I don't need to say every single time there's an exception. Like I think it can just be inferred.
So you're saying...
So are you when you say like what is?
Because what came through my head was like Twitter. Like for example, if a woman's like, oh, men are, I don't want to use the wrong word, men are whatever.
You can swear.
Okay.
Men are trash, no?
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Then you get tons of guys who are like, not all men. And then the woman will be like, yeah, I know not all men. Do you know what I mean?
Well, because that is ensuing that the exception is good men. That's why that statement's just false, because the default is most men are good. Most men aren't out here graping women. They're not doing these terrible things. It's a very, very small percentage of men. So that's just a false statement when they say men are trash. Yeah. So when they say not all men, like the statement really should be, and I've said not all men before, but like honestly the statement should be that's not true. Most men are.
You
can't
put no one in a bracket. That's like I can say women this, and then you lot can all say I don't agree with this. So,
but when you say that, it says more about you. Like guys that say women are whores, women are this, that. Like it's like, okay, you can't get pussy. Shut up.
That's what we think.
Because the men that get girls, like they love women. They don't. They don't got these. And it's the same thing with girls that are saying men are trash. It's like no, it's the men you pick.
Exactly. Exactly.
So and that's on you, because you are what you attract. Exactly. So if you attract trash men, then there's something about you is trash.
I think a way to summarize a lot of the different viewpoints is that maybe your perception of things like healing, etc., aren't 100% accurate because you've just had a lot of different opinions from a lot of men and other people in power who have a slightly different perspective, and you've just admitted that you were actually looking for exceptions when we were speaking. So it makes it clear that you weren't really listening. You were actually just reformulating another way to restate your original opinions.
I've listened to like views that I don't personally agree with. However, I'm like, do you know what? I didn't know that. I didn't know about like the more you sleep with people, the less like I forgot what it is, oxytocin, like you're able to. So there's things that I'm definitely gonna go away, go home with and take away. So it's like I haven't come in with that one set view. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like with most people, everyone's just been like, yeah, like healing's this and this and this and this. Whereas we've just said like, we can't put things into a bracket. Do you know what I mean? And that's all I think I was trying to highlight.
No, I've said it. This is what it sounds like to men. That's what I've constantly said throughout this conversation. When you say that, this is what it sounds like to men.
Okay.
So no, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I think a lot of our opinions that you've heard when they're like completely against yours have come not from surface level, or this is what we believe. It's more so we've gone through, me personally, I've gone through deeper levels of thought, and I've come to this conclusion, and I'm bringing this conclusion to you. This is what I think, and you may look at it and go, well, surface level, that can't be right. It's not a nice conclusion. Why do you think like that? But I'm thinking the problems, the situations that I've seen, environments that I've been in have led me to believe that this is the final conclusion that I can come up with. I'm open to change, but I hear a lot of your situations and I'm like, okay, there are deeper things that you could think about. And maybe, hopefully, you'll watch this episode back and you'll see some of the things that we were saying. Because right now, we're in the moment, we're all talking. And more so than anything, it's upon reflection that you will see the differences. Yeah.
You know, it's actually a crazy stat about the oxytocin thing. This blew my mind. So I'm just curious, what do you think the average body count is, let's say for a 31-year-old in the UK? What do you think body count?
Average.
Because that's the average age of first marriage.
Wait,
that's
for
why
a
I picked.
man or a woman?
Woman, sorry.
For a woman, 31, say they start having sex at 16. I would say what they would want to say would be 9 is probably more realistically 25 plus.
25 plus. Okay, what do you think?
Yeah, I'd say 20.
20?
I'll stay with 25 as well.
I don't know.
25?
I don't know.
Do you have